Thinking about selling your home in Yukon, Oklahoma, or moving here from out of town, and you are not sure what to make of these prices? Right now, in Yukon, you can still find small home under $100,000 in the Yukon Original Town. And you can also find a homes over $2 million in places like Kingsridge Lake Estates, all in the same 73099 zip code. If that feels a little crazy, stay with me. By the end of this video, you will understand how Yukon Markets really works at the bottom, the top, and especially in the middle range where most families live. I am Honorata Gruzewski, a Yukon and Oklahoma City Metro realtor. I live and work this market every day, and I've put together a Yukon relocation guide for people who want more than just a price estimate. They want to understand the why behind the numbers. Let's start with this. Yukon isn't just one market, it's actually three. First, you've got what I call entry level Yukon. There are older, smaller homes in area like Yukon Original Town and some of the early Canadian Heights neighborhood. One of the lowest priced homes in the MLS right now is a 2-bedroom in Yukon Original Town, around 728 square feet, listed under $100,000. That's less than a lot of people pay for rent in the apartments in big cities. Next, on the opposite end, you've got Destination Yukon. There are luxury homes in the neighborhoods like Kingsridge Lake Estates, Timber Ridge Estates, Highland Ranch, Stone Mill, and some of the larger custom homes of South Cimarron Road. In Kingsridge Lake Estates alone, there are homes that starts in a high 700 and go into $1 million, including one over $2 million with more than 6,000 square feet and 6 bedrooms. And then there's the middle, everyday Yukon. This is where most people live and where most of the action really happen. That's the $300,000 to $600,000 range in neighborhoods like Castlewood Trails, Britton Farms, Nichols Creek, Hidden Creek, Frisco Ridge, Chisholm Creek, Braxton, Scissortail Crossing, Summer Point, Mustard Creek Village, Timber Creek Estate, and similar across all of the area of Yukon. Once you see those three layers, entry, everyday, and destination Yukon, pricing starts to feel a lot less random. When people move to Yukon, they don't open the conversation with, well, I need 1742 square feet, blah, blah, blah. They ask more like, are the schools are good? What is it like to raise the kids there? Is it safe? How far is from Yukon to Oklahoma City? How far is it to airport? So Yukon pretty much check all the boxes. Yukon is just west of Oklahoma City along I-40 and historic Route 66. So downtown Oklahoma City, the airport, and the major employers are all an easy drive. Public schools have strong reputation, and there are private schools options as well for the families who want that. The city has over 200 acres of parks and trails, plus free recreation memberships for people who live in 73099 zip code. Crime here tends to run lower than in many comparables area, and the police and fire departments are very active in the community. And then there is a culture. The Oklahoma Czech Festival, the Czech Hall Dance, Rock the Road, concerts in the park in the summer, and of course the Garth Brooks connection to the whole Route 66 vibe. When someone from Dallas, Denver, California, wherever, looks at the 350 or 450 home in Yukon, they are not just seeing the price. They are seeing schools, they are seeing parks, safety, short commute, That's why certain price points feel like a bargain to out-of-state buyers. If you are already live here, you are probably wondering, did I miss my chance? Is it still smart to move up? Where does my house fit in this picture? If your home is close to the entry level, like older, smaller, maybe in the original town or one of the early Canadian Heights editions, a few smart improvements can really shift you from the investor special to a great starter home. And that shows up in the offers you get. If your home is in that $300,000 to $600,000, like this everyday Yukon, you are in the sweet spot. Those are the homes that pop up when people are searching Yukon, Oklahoma homes for sale. If you are near the higher end, you are being compared not just to other Yukon homes, but also to parts of Edmond and certain Oklahoma City neighborhoods. Things like outdoor living space, upgrade kitchen makes a big difference because your buyer has choices. Your strategy shouldn't be based on headline about the Yukon market. It should be based on which layer you are in and what buyers in that layer are really weighing when you see your home online. How to use this if you're thinking about your next move. If you are planning to sell in Yukon, first figure out which Yukon you are in. You are entry, you are everyday, or you are destination. Second, ask what is my likely buyer comparing me to? Rent versus own. Yukon versus Edmond. Yukon versus Oklahoma luxury. Yukon versus another suburb. If you're thinking about moving to Yukon, decide which version of Yukon fits your life. Under 200,000, you are mostly in older, smaller homes. Around 350 to 500, you are looking to everyday family neighborhoods like Castlewood Trails, Burton Farms, Nichols Creek, and similar area. Higher than that, you start moving into larger homes, acreages, and luxury communities like Kingsridge Lake Estates, Timber Ridge Estates, Highland Ranch, and Stone Mill. Match your budget to the lifestyle, not to the square footage. If you want help placing your address on the map, whether you are wondering what your Yukon home could realistically sell for, or you are outside the area trying or deciding to move into the Yukon, I've put everything into the Yukon relocation guide, and I would like to share this with you. I am Honorata Gruzewski, a full-time Yukon and Oklahoma City metro realtor. I help families sell, buy, and invest in and around Yukon and Oklahoma City. If you are curious where your home fits in these three Yukons, or you are trying to pick the right neighborhood, my information and the guide is in the comments, so please like the video and see you next time.